What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at my DVD collection, my movie collection. I have quite a few movies. They're not all horror movies. Some are just non-horror movies. But I will get into the horror movies at the end. I'm going to save this for last. But yeah, let's get into the movie, shall we? The first movie I have is Top Gun, the original. This is the widescreen special collector's edition. It's so crazy how different collector's editions look back then compared to now. Now you'll get them in like fancy cases and things like that. This came out in 2004. I watch this movie once in a while. I don't think it is as good as Top Gun Maverick that came out last year. And I hadn't even seen this movie until last year when Top Gun Maverick came out. Obviously, it's starring Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis. The special features on disc 1 is commentary by Jerry Bruckheimer, Tony Scott, and Naval experts. Vintage Gallery, it's got 4 music videos: Kenny Loggins, The Danger Zone, Berlin, Take My Breath Away, Loverboy, Heaven in Your Eyes, and Harold Faltermeyer and Steve Stevens' Top Gun Anthem. It's got some TV spots, the widescreen version enhanced for 16 to 19 TVs. That's how you know it's older. It's got Dolby Digital, English Dolby Surround, French Dolby Surround, English 6x1 DTS Surround, English subtitles, and Spanish subtitles. Then disc 2's got Danger Zone, the making of Top Gun. It's a 6-part documentary. The multi-angle storyboards with optional commentary by director Tony Scott. Vintage Gallery, behind-the-scenes featurette, survival training featurette, Tom Cruise interviews, and production photography. Fantastic. Inside, you got disc 1 right there. And then there's disc 2 right there. So yeah, that is Top Gun, the widescreen special collector's edition. Next, we have Face Off. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this movie. This DVD is very old. As you can see, it's got some wear and tear up at the top. Some of my movies are quite older, because a lot of them were my dad's. But I like a high majority of the movies he has. The ones I didn't like, I just donated. But yeah, if you guys have never seen Face Off, it's starring John Travolta. And why am I forgetting his name? How am I forgetting his name? How am I forgetting his name? It's probably on the package somewhere. And of course, the part that says his name on the package is ripped off. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. He's like one of the most iconic actors of all time. Nicolas Cage. I don't know why I was forgetting his name. But yeah, basically, John Travolta's character is a cop, and pretty much his rival, who's a very bad criminal, Nicolas Cage. He finally arrests Nicolas Cage, but while arresting him, Nicolas Cage is knocked out, and he needs to get information, so he disguises himself by swapping his face with Nicolas Cage, and he goes undercover in all of kind of Nick Cage's criminal life elements and things like that, and he pretty much just has to oversee and everything, but it all goes wrong when he wakes up and takes his face and starts playing his life. And so yeah, it's a mess, but it is a great, fun freaking movie, starring again 2 of the greatest actors of all time. I don't think this is the widescreen collection. This is no special edition or anything like that. It comes with 1 disc. This came out, I want to say 98, but I don't know if that's the date the movie came out or if that's the date that the DVD came out. But yeah, this is a very fun movie. Great film. I definitely recommend watching it. Next, we have World Trade Center, another Nicolas Cage movie. Yeah, this movie is a very, very strong and heartfelt film. It has some very good actors in this movie. I suck with names, as you guys have probably been able to tell by now. But it's got the actor from, well, I know him from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then it also has, I forget her name. It's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. I can't remember her name. Who was in The Dark Knight as Rachel. But yeah, this movie is just basically all about 9/11. If you guys know what that is, I'm sure most of you do. And Nicolas Cage is a cop, one of the first responders, and he ends up getting stuck under both the Twin Towers once they collapse. It is a very good story. Like I said, it says right here, a true story of courage and survival. Best way to put it. It is a freaking amazing film. Another great movie I definitely recommend watching. Next, we have Rocky. The original Rocky from 1976. And I'm all about these movies mainly because I live in Philadelphia. I've lived here all my life. And yeah, these movies, I grew up with these movies. It's another reason I love the Creed movies so much. This is the original Rocky. There's the disc right there. No special collector's edition or anything like that. Or it's the special edition, not the collector's edition. Again, this was the Oscar version, I guess. I'm not sure when this came out. Probably probably late 90s. Most likely late 90s. It doesn't say where. This is an amazing movie. It's the ultimate underdog story. Funnily enough, it's got a picture of Rocky 2 on the back. Not Rocky 1, but if you've never seen Rocky, you guys got to see it. Well, I would watch all 6 of them and then watch the 3 Creed films. They're fantastic. As a kid, I always thought Rocky was just like a mainstream, or was not a mainstream thing. It was just a Philly thing. But as I grew older, I realized that this is very mainstream. And it's like, it's like having a movie made about your neighborhood in a way. I know a lot of the locations as they shot for this film. Granted, I wasn't alive at the time they were shooting it, but it's just like being back home, Next, we have Rocky 3. This is my favorite of the Rocky films. I've always been a huge Rocky 3 fan. Unfortunately, none of this, or a lot of it was not in Philadelphia. This is when they started to branch out from Philly, unfortunately, which sucks. That's kind of the reason Rocky 3 and 4 and 5, or 3 and 4, sorry, are not as popular as 1 and 2. Just because they branch out from Philadelphia. But Rocky 3 is my favorite. I always love Rocky 3. I know a lot of the younger generation tend to gravitate more towards Rocky 3 and 4 over 1 and 2. I'm kind of that same way. I just like Rocky 3 and 4 better. I wish they were in Philly, but I do like Rocky 3 and 4 better than 1 and 2. Yeah, these are the only 2 Rocky films I have. I need to get the rest of them. I'll get there eventually, but next we have one of my favorite comedies of all time, Office Space. If you guys have never seen Office Space, this is just the dumbest movie. It's basically a guy who cannot stand his job, and he hates working there, and so he's always stressed, and he's always got all this crap running through his mind, and he's just very stressed. It's a great cast. And yeah, and he just decides to go to therapy with his wife one day, and their marriage is completely failing, or his girlfriend, and their relationship's completely failing, and he finally decides to go, and he does this like hypnosis thing, and it just pretty much makes him not care, so he just stops coming to work. Him and his 2 friends devise this plan to like completely rip off the company and make a crap ton of money. And they screw it up to where the company would figure it out. But before they get caught, the place burns down by this idiot, and they don't ever get caught. It's a hilarious movie. Again, it's like one of my top 10 favorite comedies of all time, which I will probably do a video of my top favorite comedies. But yeah, this is just absolutely fantastic film. It's so funny. If you just want a funny movie to watch, I definitely recommend this. This is the special edition. So yeah. All right, now we get into some more well-known films. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Yeah, I have never been a fan of this movie. Out of the prequels, this is definitely my least favorite. I know that's controversial, probably. I think most people say Attack of the Clones is definitely the worst. But I like Attack of the Clones more than this. I don't get me wrong, I love Darth Maul. I think he's great in this. I know the reason they took him out is because they didn't want to take the spotlight off of Anakin. This is the digitally remastered version. Also, Qui-Gon in this movie is great. There's the first disc. There's the second disc. It's a decent enough movie. It's not my favorite Star Wars, but, you know, it's decent enough. Here we have part 2, Attack of the Clones, arguably the most hated Star Wars in the entire franchise. I love this. This is obviously the debut of Hayden Christensen, who is a killer actor in my opinion. Open up the box. You get a little pamphlet. It's got Yoda on it. You see Jango Fett. And on this you got Mace Windu and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think this movie is very ugly. I'm not gonna lie. The CGI, I think out of all three, the CGI is the worst in this film. This is some seriously bad CGI problems. Very bad CGI problems. Next, we have my favorite movie, Episode 3. This is my favorite Star Wars, and I know it's a lot of people's favorite Star Wars. Yeah, this is my favorite. I think Hayden Christensen's performance as Anakin is fantastic, top tier. Same with Obi-Wan. I think this is the funniest he ever gets. You know, it's obviously where we meet Darth Vader in the prequel trilogy for the first time. You have the awesome fight on Mustafar. It's just awesome film. Disc 1 there, picture of Darth Vader. Disc 2, you got Yoda. It's an absolute great film. But yeah, out of every Star Wars movie, this is my favorite. Next up, we have A New Hope. Again, another one that's not particularly my favorite. I prefer 3 and The Force Awakens for sure. I think it's a better version of Part 4. Even though, you know, Rey is a horrible character, but I digress. But yeah, there's Part 4. This one only comes with 1 disc. And yeah, it's just the original, Part 4, even though technically it's Part 1, but, you know. Next, we have probably the most popular, no, not even probably, the most popular Star Wars, everybody's favorite, The Empire Strikes Back. Not my favorite. I've never understood why people like this movie as much as they do, to be honest with you. I know I'm probably going to get thrashed for that. I guess I've just never truly appreciated this film like everybody else does. It's just 1 disc. But yeah, everybody's favorite. All I ever hear about is Episode 5. Again, not my favorite, but, you know. If Episode 6. I love this movie, aside from the ending. I cannot stand the main ending, obviously. I love Luke fighting Vader. Got 1 disc. I love when Luke fights Vader and everything like that. I just cannot stand the parts with the Wookiees, and they're on the freaking forest planet. I can't stand. I forget what the forest planet's called. I can't remember what the planet's called. Maybe it's Endor. I think it's Endor. But yeah, I cannot stand that those scenes. Next, we have A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. Never, ever liked this movie. I do not like the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I don't know. I can't get behind them. First of all, I've barely even seen the first one. I've barely seen any of them. The only one I've actually seen all the way through is the remake. I've just never been a huge Freddy Krueger fan. Obviously, he's one of the big 3 horror villains and icons. I don't know. I could just never, ever get behind it. I just think he's just one of the lamest ones. I don't think his movies are any fun. I don't think they're any good. I don't think Freddy's scary at all. I think he's the least intimidating out of all the horror icons, including Chucky. Robert Englund does a great job. That's about it for me, man. Next, we have probably the worst Freddy movie of all time. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Yeah. All I have heard is horrible things from this movie. I don't even think I've seen much of this movie. I've probably seen like the first 30 minutes, perhaps. Yeah, I just heard this movie is just god-awful, and from what I saw of it, I agree. Just the Freddy movies are very shoddy. I don't really think there's any good ones, to be honest with you. So yeah, now, obviously we have started our deep dive into the horror movies. Alright, so how do I want to play this? I'll start with this one. This is a 3-disc set. Actually, technically it comes with 2 discs, but it's 3 movies. It is the Halloween collection. This was very cheap at Walmart. It was like $5. I pretty much buy anything that has Michael Myers on it. I mean, it was so cheap too. It was like literally $4.99. It comes with 6 H2O and Resurrection. You know, there's nothing special about these. Like there's no special like features or anything like that. It's just like a 3-film set. And you see H2O Resurrection, my Chris Myers. I don't understand why like they're not in order, and I also don't understand when you put this disc in for H2O, or sorry, for part 6. It's like shows clips and plays the music from H2O. It's so strange. But yeah, this is just a little cheap DVD put out by Miramax. You guys know how I feel about part 6. Awesome. All right, next we have Scream Factory 4K Ultra HD Halloween 1978 film. This is one of the coolest movie sets I've ever had in my entire life. I want to get them all. Fortunately, this is the only up-to-date current Scream Factory Halloween film I have. And unfortunately, also, when I bought it, it was completely broken, so I had to put some Velcro on it. That's what I'm talking about. It was just completely broken when I got it, and I didn't realize until it was already too late. But this comes with 3 films. It comes with the Blu-ray version of Halloween. It comes with the 4K Ultra version of Halloween. And then it also comes with the Blu-ray, with the original Blu-ray color timing. Right there. Which is great. I would say definitely the best version is just the regular Blu-ray. This has got all the extended stuff on it. Same with the original Blu-ray color timing. These got all the extended stuff. I'm talking about the TV version of Halloween with the extended scenes, deleted scenes, all things like that, like special features. Disc 1, new 2021 4K scan from the original camera, negative approved by cinematographer Dean Cundy. New Dolby Atmos track, audio commentary with co-writer / director John Carpenter and actress Jamie Lee Curtis, audio commentary with Dean Cundy, editor Tommy Lee Wallace, and actor Nick Castle. I can't wait to dive into all this stuff. I just got to get time to do it. New 2021 4K scan from the original camera, negative approved by Dean Cundy again, new Dolby Atmos track, audio commentary with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis, audio commentary with Dean Cundy, Tommy Lee Wallace, Nick Castle. The Night She Came Home, which is a documentary about Jamie Lee Curtis. It's got the TV footage, the theatrical footage, TV spots, and radio spots. Disc 3 Blu-ray, original color timing, vintage interview with producer Mustafa Khad. Halloween, a cut above the rest, sorry. Halloween Unmasked, year 2000. These are just documentaries. Halloween, the extended cut in HD. TV inserts are in standard definition. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, and radio spots. Awesome. I cannot wait to dive into that. Again, like I said, I just have to find the time. I guess we'll go in some order here. Next, we have the original Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Halloween 2. This is not the new one. There is a new one that's compatible with this. It's got the same type of, box art. This one, unfortunately, yeah, this is the original one, which is fine. I think this packaging is also sick. And unfortunately, this one was broken too. For some reason, it's just every time I buy movies, they end up broken, and I don't find out until it's too late. But yeah, the cover art is so sick on this. This comes with 2 discs as well. It comes with just the theatrical version, and then it comes with the TV version, which is awesome. It says, actually, Halloween 2 was good enough to deserve a sequel of its own. By the standards of most recent horror films, this, like the predecessor, is a class act. Janet Millen, The New York Times. It's a quote. Yeah, so what it comes with is for special features. For disc 2, it includes the theatrical version and the television cut with added footage not seen in the theatrical release. Audio commentary with director Rick Rosenthal and actor Leo Ross. Theatrical version, audio commentary with actor / stunt coordinator Dick Warlock. Theatrical version, The Nightmare Isn't Over, the making of Halloween 2, featuring interviews with director Rick Rosenthal, actor / stunt coordinator Dick Warlock, actors Lance Guest, Leo Rossi, Nancy Stevens, and executive producer Erwin Yablans. Also, Dean Cundey is on here as well. Yeah, just awesome. Again, made by Scream Factory. Definitely recommend their movies. Their movies are awesome. Next up, we have the Blu-ray version, Halloween 2018. Technically, I have two of these. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But yeah, this is the Blu-ray DVD version. I'm not sure if they made a Scream Factory version. I could be completely off, but I don't know if they made one. This also comes with 2 discs. I guess one's Blu-ray, one's not. It's the non-Blu-ray. Blu-ray. I don't know if these come with any special features. Oh yeah, it does come with some bonus features. Yeah, bonus features with deleted and extended scenes. Back in Haddonfield, Making Halloween, the original, Scream Queen, The Sound of Fear, Journey of the Mask, and the Legacy of Halloween. Hands down the best Halloween sequel ever. Katie Walsh, Nerdist. I completely agree, Katie. Well, actually, in my opinion, I think this is the best Halloween film. I think, hands down, there's no debate that this is the greatest Halloween of all time. That's my personal opinion. I just think it balances everything so perfectly from the original with newer stuff that the kids our age are going to like. With the action, the more heightened up fights and things like that. Also, some fantastic acting. Next, we have Halloween Kills. This is the special Blu-ray plus DVD plus. It comes with a digital code. I love the package art on this. Technically, I have this movie as well. Again, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. It also comes with the alternate ending. It's a shame because a lot of this stuff I've already seen, but the bonus features, it's got a gag reel, deleted and extended scenes, Haddonfield's Open Wounds, The Kill Team, Strode Family Values, 1978 Transformations, The Power of Fear, Kill Count feature, commentary with director / co-writer David Gordon Green, and stars Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer. I know this is not a very popular film. Or no, that's not the word I should use. I know it's not a very well-received film. I know it has problems. I still love it to death. You know, it's not perfect. You know, it's definitely got, again, it's definitely got its issues, but I do love this film to death. I think it is a great movie. So yeah, there's the extended cut of Halloween Kills. I guess next we'll look at Scream 6, the 4K Ultra HD plus the digital code. I remember in the summer I bought this, and the next day I was heading to Mexico, and I just used the digital code and watched this on my phone the way there. Very, very good movie, I'd say. You know, it still uses these old, very dried out. I don't know how to explain it, like these very old and dried out, like cliches in these horror movies. I can't stand. It still annoy me. Every Scream's got them. I can't stand how self-aware they are. It just gets corny in my opinion. But you know, that's what the fans love. This just comes with 1 disc. Still very cool, and that's the digital code. It says Bigger, Bloodier, and Scarier by Thomas Elidis. Yeah, very interesting last name. One Take News. I don't know. Yeah, the special features are Face Your Fears with over an hour of heart-pounding killer bonus features. Go inside the terrifying sequel to the requels as the cast and crew give you a behind-the-scenes look at the filming of all your favorite scenes. Very nice. So yeah, I don't know who made this. It's definitely not Scream Factory. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who produced this, but it's still very, very cool. And next, this is why I was saying I already had 2018 Kills. You got the Halloween David Gordon Green trilogy. This comes with all the movie's bonus features. For Halloween 2018, you got the deleted and extended scenes. You got more deleted and extended scenes with the gag reel and the alternate ending. And then for Halloween Ends, you got the deleted and extended scenes, just like 2018. It says, experience the epic end of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode's Jamie Lee Curtis long vendetta as Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends bring the celebrated horror franchise to a close. Plus, go behind the scenes of each film through in-depth interviews with cast and filmmakers in the series of featurettes exploring the making of most of the terrifying horror franchise of all time. Fantastic. So yeah, this is the only copy of Halloween Ends I have. You take it out. This. All 3 films in here. 2018. You got Kills. And you got Ends. fantastic. Also includes the unrated extended editions and the theatrical versions. Now we will go to my last film, or last two films, I should say. The brand new steel case Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. This is awesome. Unfortunately, on the front, it just shows both pictures from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. On the back, you get the picture from Rob Zombie's H1. But this thing is awesome. This is the steel book. Take the digital code out. It's got some nice artwork in there. It says Evil Has a Destiny. You got Halloween by Rob Zombie right there. Now, unfortunately, this is not the theatrical version. It does not come with the theatrical version. It is the director's cut, which, if you guys know Rob Zombie's Halloween director's cut, you'll know. If you know, you know. Then you got Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie, which, again, like I said a few weeks ago, I have recently found a new appreciation for. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I found this in Walmart. It was like $46. Awesome set there. So yeah, guys, that is my entire DVD collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.